them bread from heaven to eat." Jesus then said to them, "Most truly I say to you, Moses did not give you the bread from heaven, but my Father gives you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is the one who comes down from heaven and gives life to the world." So they said to him, "Lord, always give us this bread." Jesus said to them, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will not get angry at all, and whoever exercises faith in me will never get thirsty at all. But as I said to you, you have even seen me and yet do not believe. All those whom the Father gives me will come to me, and I will never drive away the one who comes to me. For I have come down from heaven to do not my own will, but the will of him who sent me. This is the will of him who sent me, that I should lose none out of all those whom he has given me, but that I should resurrect them on the last day. For this is the will of my Father, that everyone who recognizes the Son and exercises faith in him should have everlasting life, and I will resurrect him on the last day." Then the Jews began to murmur about him because he had said, "I am the bread that came down from heaven." And they began saying, "Is this not Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How does he now say, 'I have come down from heaven'?" In response, Jesus said to them, "Stop murmuring among yourselves. No man can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him, and I will resurrect him on the last day. It is written in the prophets, they will all be taught by Jehovah. Everyone who has listened to the Father and has learned comes to me. Not that any man has seen the Father except the one who is from God. This one has seen the Father. Most truly I say to you, whoever believes has everlasting life. I am the bread of life. Your forefathers ate the manna in the wilderness, and yet they died. This is the bread that comes down from heaven, so that anyone may eat of it and not die. I am the living bread that came down from heaven. If anyone eats of this bread, he will live forever. And for a fact, the bread that I will give is my flesh, in behalf of the life of the world." Then the Jews began to argue with one another, saying, "How can these men give us his flesh to eat?" So Jesus said to them, "Most truly I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in yourselves. Whoever feeds on my flesh and drinks my blood has everlasting life, and I will resurrect him on the last day. For my flesh is true food, and my blood is true drink. Whoever feeds on my flesh and drinks my blood remains in union with me, and I in union with him.